Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my page. I'm Laura with Chocolate to Chocolate Designs. Say hi when you jump on. Hit that heart button for me. And once you do, type in the keyword Frosty, Frosty, for a list of supplies for all the things we're making tonight, you guys, because we're actually going to do 3 projects in one today. I do want to start off with a little bit of a disclaimer, though. I'm not feeling well. You guys, last night, while I was live, I had a little bit of a cough and a sore throat, and it has gotten worse. It has gotten worse. I did take a nap today and just kind of, I don't know, worked a lot on my computer and just hung out, but I'm not feeling that great. So, but I'm still here. We're going to keep going. We're going to see how this works out. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Christine. So last year, I had a project that I did during a month when we had a Club Couture that was probably the best Club Couture that we had in such a long time, right? Hi, Maxine. Hi, Leanne. Hello, everybody. Hello, my friends. Hello, Lori and Joni. So let me show you guys this transfer because it's back this year and it is better than ever, even better than it was when it was in a Club Couture kit. And you guys can see right here, this is what we're calling our gingerbread friend, because you can make more than just the gingerbread guy with this. And I had this little thing that I made last year, and people sent me messages left and right. Can you make one of those for me? Can you make one of those for me? Where do I find this? Where do I find that? And then for a year, a whole year, I kept looking at Hobby Lobby for this surface, and it's back. So I've got a bunch of these now, and we're going to remake this. Hello to all my friends as you guys are jumping on. Hi, Lisa Marie. Hi, Ruth. Hi, everybody. Hi, Lori. Hi, Joni. Hi, Terry. Hello, Sissy. Hi, Leanne. Hello, Lisa Marie. Hi, Jan. Thank you so much, Cassie. Hi, Linda. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Karen. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, I gotta scroll down. You guys are so many comments. I missed people's names, but I absolutely love that they got this transfer now in a whole new different style. So we're gonna do this 3 ways tonight. We're actually gonna make 3 characters where last year I only made 1. Okay. So here's the surface that was so incredibly sought after last year after I did this one, and it was so hard to find, okay? So this is it right here. These are these little bitty round charcuterie. Oh no, thank you so much, you guys. These are these little bitty round charcuterie boards from the Hobby Lobby, and they only have these during the fall. And after I created these last year, I had a whole bunch of people asking me, where do you find the surface at? And they could not find it. And mine finally has them back in stock right now. They're available. And I stocked up, but Tina Dunn also sent me a bunch of them from her own personal craft stash. So now I've got quite a few. We're going to use all 3 of these tonight. Hello, Zany. How are you doing? Hi to everybody. I'm sorry if I missed your name, you guys. The comments scroll fast. You bought 3 of them last month. Okay, so Carol's going to recreate all 3 of these so that she can put them in her workshops that she does. These would be great for vendor events. If you guys do vendor events or craft fairs where you take and sell your products, these would be really, really easy to make and very, very fast and so stinking cute. So absolutely perfect for that. Hello, my friends. Hi, Corey. Hi, Renee. So you guys, again, disclaimer, I am not feeling good at all. I've got the scratchy throat. I've got the cough, the whole 9 yards. Kids go back to school and the germs start to spread and the weather gets crazy and all of the things, okay? So there's what's going on. So we're going to use some of the same paint that we used last night just because I still have it on my table and it's easy. This is Up from Michaels. And I've had this for a while. I painted some furniture with it. It goes a long way. Thank you, Linda. We're also going to be using some Sea Haze because we used that one yesterday. Hey, Kathy. And Hopkins. Kathy, that was my grandma's maiden name. Girl, we could be related. You just got a couple of Hobby Lobby. Awesome. So they're back in stock right now. And then we're also going to use Sage from Folk Art. Okay, so we're going to paint each one of these a different color just to get started. And I've laid down my paper. This paper here, you guys, is just, I know I don't rest enough. I know that for a fact. But I did last night. I did take a nap. I had to take a nap. I was so tired. So incredibly tired. Not, yeah, or this afternoon. And you guys, my favorite brushes are actually still up by my sink. I just washed them up. So I'm going to use, let's go with these ones. These are my, like, next favorite, I think. Kind of. These are the ones that came in the kits. When you bought any of the kits. These are the ones that come in any kind of kits that you get from Chalk Couture. Let's say they've got, I don't know, a make and take kit. There was a season's best kit that we had. And these are the paintbrushes that came in there. So they're the ones I'm going to use tonight. We're going to start off painting the first one just with this. What is it called here, you guys? It is called Pale Ivory. And this is from Upcycled Chalk Paint. Remember, anytime that you're using a transfer and you're painting your surface, and then you always want to make sure that you use a chalk paint as your base, because chalk sticks to chalk. If you're using acrylic, you might have some issues with it. It just doesn't want to stick as well to an acrylic paint. So I always start off with my edges. That way I can pinch and sandwich it between my fingers. Hi, Kay. And then just lay it down flat to paint the rest of it. And typically, you guys, I don't paint the back. I only paint what you're going to see. But that's just me. Vitamin C and elderberry, I've been doing that, yes. And my kids get vitamin C and elderberry, and, well, my kids get like 6 vitamins every single night. I spend a fortune in vitamins for my kids, and yet I don't take them myself very often. It's bad. Bad habit for me. All right, so again, Pale Ivory. This might take a couple of coats of this. Hopefully not. I don't think that this particular paint, I don't like this up as much as I do the Waverly. I can tell you that. But sometimes when you've got something and you bought it for a specific purpose, you just want to use up the rest of it instead of letting it go to waste. And I try to be as resourceful as I can with my craft supplies. That's what I love about chalk too, is that you can, it's not like you just make one stencil on your Cricut and you're done with it. You get one and you use it over and over and over and over and over again. You know what? One coat might be enough for this one. We'll see how it dries. What was it after 2 tries? What was after 2 tries? Tried using this one's transfer for the first time this morning on the frame. I think the transfer is defective because after she tries to paste, did not blend through the transfer, so I got so frustrated. Send me pictures of what happened to it, and we can try to troubleshoot. Hello. I do know that sometimes it can be frustrating. Zycam. Ooh, that's a good idea. I've never tried Zycam before. All right, the next one we're going to do is Sea Haze. This is a really pretty blue. Again, this one is Folk Art. Folk Art products can be found at Michael's. And I think Hobby Lobby has them too. I'm sorry, I missed it. You guys, I keep missing. Like, when you have a minute, send me a message. I have a couple questions. Joy, please send me a message. When you comment on my lives, an hour later, I will forget. I'm so sorry, but I will forget who said that. I will forget. And so send me a message as a reminder, and then I can reply back to you. But honey, I will forget. And then I got to go back through 700 comments to try to figure out who said what. Send me a message, please. Please, Joy. Hi, Selma. Especially right now with my head in a fog. But I will definitely help you out. Hi, Terry. All right, here we go. This one right here, again, Sea Haze. You guys, the comments are going too fast. I was making it in memory of my mom's sand-based color in the frame. Yeah, Tracy, I need a picture. Take pictures. You guys, if you have a project that's not going, hi, Sam, that's not going how you want it to, or it's not quite turning out right, take pictures of it and send me pictures, and we can help troubleshoot together to try to figure out what's going on and how we can make it work, okay? But without photos, it's really hard to tell. And I promise you, I will be able to figure it out. Theraflu and hot drinks. Yeah. Rest helps a lot too. So you guys, and then my house right now, oh, it stinks. Diane, it stinks. So because I'm not feeling well, I thought, well, for myself today, because I don't feel so good, I'll make some homemade chicken noodle soup. Okay. And I wanted to do it in my Instant Pot since it was faster, but I've never made chicken noodle soup in my Instant Pot before. Well, I grabbed a recipe online for Instant Pot chicken noodle soup, and I made it, but it didn't have like measurements for all of the spices, so I just kind of tossed them in there and stirred and figured it is what it is. Hi, Tracy. And my daughter didn't like it, and she loves chicken noodle soup. And so she went to make herself some ramen noodles, but she didn't put any water in the bowl. She just put the ramen noodles right in the microwave. And about 2 minutes later, I'm like, do you smell something burning? And I go to the microwave, and this thing is black as can be, smoke pouring out. The whole house fills up with smoke, and the smell was disgusting. So we had all the windows open and fans going, trying to blow out all of this burnt smell going throughout the entire house, and I can still smell it right now. It's bad. And my daughter felt so bad. You make it all the time. Do you do it in the Instant Pot? Oh, you guys, I should have waited for the surface to cool down because now my paint is drying too fast. And it's not so smooth. Darn it. I tried to paint too fast. It's still going to work out okay. All right, so there's our blue one. Hi, Sarah. I know, right? Oh, because generally we have a rule in this house that if you don't like what Mom makes, you can make something for yourself. Forgot to put water in the noodles and burnt them. It is horrible, isn't it, Kim? Oh my gosh. The whole house stinks. She usually goes for ramen noodles, and Evan usually will go for chips. Oh, all right, you guys, the last one here, this one is called Sage, and this, again, is from Folk Art. So we're going to have a gingy. Make all your soups in the Instant Pot. Chicken noodle and chili are the best. I need the measurements for the spices. That's the thing. My recipe didn't have the measurements. And I just kind of started throwing them in there. And I think I went a little bit too heavy on salt. And it was a little bit too much for her. So Sage is a beautiful, beautiful green color, you guys. And I'm hoping that this color is going to look good as a background for our scarecrow. You burnt cookies in the microwave? Because you thought you set a timer and didn't. Oh no. You made cookies in the microwave, or were you just warming them up? I've never made cookies in the microwave. I didn't even know you could make cookies in the microwave. You get Folk Art paint at Walmart. Okay, so Walmart sells Folk Art. I didn't even realize that. I think I usually get mine at either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I always look for Waverly when I'm at Walmart. Oh, you guys, that one covered really well, too. That Sage did. A lot better than the blue. So, is this Chalk Couture? So, Sarah, my project is with the Chalk Couture transfer tonight, yes. But these particular surfaces are just from the Hobby Lobby. And the paint is all full color you can get at Walmart. You guys, I want to throw one more coat of the white on here. I was debating. And now that I see it, I think I want another coat on here. It's a little bit light. And you can see a lot of that wood through there. All right, so this project, you guys, like I said, it'd be a great seller at a vendor event or anything like that. Oh, y'all. Oh, had to get a new Instant Pot. Your third pot, don't add salt until it's done. Okay, well, that could have been my problem then. Because I did add salt while it was cooking. Frosty is the key word, you guys. All right, let's get these all dried up, and then we can get started on our transfer. So the first one that we're going to do here with this gingerbread transfer is going to be our gingerbread. And then on the blue one, we're going to do the snowman. And on the green one, I thought, let's see if we can turn this gingerbread man into a scarecrow. And see what we can do with that tonight. See if we can make 3 characters instead of just 2. And I think we can make it happen. Yes, Sarah, I am. You've been wanting to join. Send me a message. I'd love to talk to you about it. Hey, Stacy. Ordered me a Ranger heat tool and got it today. Love it. Yes. I am telling you guys, these Ranger heat tools are the best. The best. Now, listen, I have a question. For all of you guys I forgot. For all of you guys who are watching right now, one of my friends on here also plays Township with me. Actually, 2 of you do. I know Sissy does. And I know her handle on there. And then there's one other person that also is on Township that sends me cards every single day. Who are you? I forgot who it is. And I'm like, we really need to organize this card situation. Because we keep sending the same cards back and forth. If any of you guys play Township, you guys send me a message and let me know. We can be friends on Township. Okay, there we go. We got all of those. Love you too, girl. All right. These are all ready to go. Hopefully. Completely dry, hopefully. You play, Ruth? Girl. You play too, Denise? Oh my gosh. Oh, my Township friends. You use the crock pot, not an Instant Pot. It is a match 3 game, yes. It's you, Denise. Okay. We need to figure this out, girl. Message me. We gotta figure out our card situation. This one was still a little bit wet on the edges, y'all. We're gonna just clean this up real quick. Dry it up. You don't like your Instant Pot? I love mine. Okay, we're gonna do this one last. You and Abby play Township too. Oh my gosh, y'all. We should have our own team. Glue gun is on. Thank you. Yeah. For sure. All right. So here's the transfer we're going to use with all 3 of these amazing surfaces tonight. Again, this is called our Gingerbread Friend because this year they got him so that you can make him not only a gingerbread, but also a snowman as advertised. And tonight, I'm hoping that I can show you guys how to also make him into a scarecrow. So we'll see if we can make it happen. We are going to have to wash this transfer over and over and over again in order to do this. You're scared to use your Instant Pot? Oh. Okay, so now this right here, the transfer comes in one great big piece. However, you don't have to leave it like this, even though there are no cut lines that are already there for you as your guides. You can still cut your transfer. I know you're sissy DTR. Yeah, I know you. I prefer to leave my backer sheet intact so I can put it right back into that bag that it came in. Tracy messaged me and I'll tell you about it, but it's going to be tomorrow because I've got to get some sleep tonight. I cannot keep staying up and chatting until 1 a.m., you guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut mine apart as I go. And so I've just got my transfer trimmers between my backer sheet and my transfer. And I'm going to start off by cutting out just my gingy. This is going to make this transfer a lot easier to work with when it's cut into different pieces. If you don't want to do this and you want to work with it as a whole, that's completely up to you. But I do feel that it's easier with one like this to have it cut. Okay, so we're going to start off with our gingy guy. Now, on this particular surface, there's very, very, very little space. And there's no distressing inside the gingerbread, so it's only going to stick a little bit. So we're not going to give this too much fuzz, even though we just got it. You love this transfer? Awesome! We do need to wax all these, though. Once you paint them, you do need to wax them. The kids are doing good. Allie was very, very stressed out after she almost burnt the house down today. You guys, she felt so bad. She felt so bad. I was like, girl, don't worry about it. The house is fine. It just stinks a little bit. Look, it was a 20-cent bag of ramen noodles. It's not like it was a $25 steak that you put in the microwave and burnt the crap out of. Yeah, the house stinks, but it's 70 degrees outside. It's a perfect day to air it out. It's not that big of a deal. She was in tears over it, though. I felt really bad for her. All right, you guys. Once we get those waxed up, we do want to buff our wax back off, okay? So just like John said the same thing. It's not a big deal. It wasn't a big deal. But the house did stink. So we're just going to buff this back off. Just like with a car, you put your wax on and then you wax it right back off. Enough of that wax is going to stay on here to do the job. Tracy, I haven't even gotten mine yet. Mine's not coming until Wednesday. The new Peanuts collection, y'all. Coming on Wednesday. Oh, but I have some more news for you guys. I want to know, okay, you guys, let me see some hearts flying in the comments right now if you have heard of the name Debbie Westbrooks. If you know that name, it's surface wax, Tina, and it's available right on my site. If you type the word Frosty into the comments right now, it is in the cart link there. Okay, here come all the hearts. There's only 3 people know who Debbie Westbrooks is. Okay, here they all come. All right, lots of hearts flying. You guys know who Debbie Westbrooks is. She is like the most famous chalk couture designer that's ever lived. She is amazing with social media. She's amazing at what she does. And she's a phenomenal person. Well, listen, you guys. I have some news for you. Debbie Westbrooks, I hope I'm supposed to be telling this. Debbie Westbrooks has been honored by Chalk Couture in that she is getting her own new line of transfers, you guys. You're welcome, Linda. And they're coming out Wednesday. Wednesday, you guys. Wednesday, Chalk X Debbie with Debbie Westbrook's own personal line of transfers. And I'm so excited for her. I can't wait to see what she does, because y'all know that those of us who are behind the camera, we know what she really want, right? So I'm super excited that she gets to design her own, and really excited to see what her style is and what she's chosen for us. So super excited about that. All right, you guys, I just laid this down right on my little cutting board here. And you can see that we don't have the entire Gingy on here, just his body and just a little bit of his body and his face. Okay? And that's what we're going to put on this little cutting board here. You've heard that already? Yes, I'm so excited for her. We're going to use the color camel. In my opinion, camel is the color that mostly resembles, to me, the color that a gingerbread man should be. Now I'm going to kick myself in my pants if they say that this line is only for designers, because that's going to be tough. But I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be. All right, so here we go. Just got that all chalked up with our little Gingy friend right there. And here we go, you guys. We're just going to give this a little bit of a pull. And we have the top half of our gingerbread man right there on our cutting board. Look how stinking cute that is, right? Love him! Love our little Gingy guy. Okay, so we're going to do this 3 times back to back. I have not seen Debbie's line. Nobody has seen Debbie's line yet, Pam. If you're a designer, then you can sign up for the preview that starts tomorrow. Hi, Misty. There's a preview of Debbie's line for designers tomorrow night. Yes, the sneak peek is only designers, but it's not till tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to grab out a towel here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to wash this transfer. We're going to do the other 2 pieces and get those started, okay? So to wash your transfer, it's very, very, very simple. Normally I do this at my sink under running water. But at my craft table, I'm just going to spray some water right on that transfer. And then grab my dirty, dirty board eraser because I haven't cleaned it yet. And we're going to remove all of that paste right off the front side of that transfer. Let me see if even my water's dirty, you guys. Even my water is dirty that's in here. Shows how well I come in here and actually clean up. You need to register. Definitely get registered if you're a designer. I want to see that. Ew, dirty water, y'all. It is what it is. It's going to do the job. Hi, Bridget. So we're just going to clean this up real quick with our board eraser. That's what this is right here, you guys. This is for cleaning your transfer. It should be bright white when you first get it. It turns color really fast as you let that paste or ink sit on it. And then I'm just going to flip this over and do the same thing on the back side and get all of that camel color out of the back side of my transfer as well, okay? And that's all there is to it. Then I can put this back on my backer sheet. I can use it over and over again, or I can immediately use it again, because as soon as it's dry, all of that adhesiveness is going to come right back, okay? All right. Let's dry it up real quick. Holy moly, you guys! How do you clean board erasers? So Sarah, all you have to do to clean a board eraser is run it under water and squeeze it. They don't ever come back to completely clean again, but they will last quite a while until they start falling apart. And then you just get another one. And they come in a 2-pack for like $4. They're super cheap. They're similar to a magic eraser, except that they have no chemicals in them. Missy, I just run under water and squeeze. So I'm blow drying this just a little bit, you guys. You can ruin your transfers if you get them too hot. So don't overdo it with that. And we're going to lay this right back down on this one. And if it's not dry enough, we can also cause any of this paste to kind of bleed out too. So you want to make sure that that's nice and dry. You just run it underwater and squeeze until it all gets clean again. You can add some soap to it, some Dawn dish soap to it, and that'll help to get it a little bit cleaner. All right, so for the blue one, we're going to use bright white, and this is going to be our snowman, done in the blue, with a blue background. Mine is as black as the Ace of Spades. So I'm going from the part of the transfer that is stuck down, the teal part of the transfer. And then because there's no teal holding this down here, if you go upwards with it, you can get some air bubbles. So we're going to work from the teal out to the edge of the board to prevent any air bubbles from getting in there, okay? And that's how you're going to get that crisp, clean look on there. And then once you got that on there, we're going to go through and swipe a couple more times to get all that excess off. And then we can pull up. Hi, Mary Jo. And now we have our white snowman. So stinking cute, right? So we've got a Gingy, we've got a snowman, and we're going to try our hand at doing also a scarecrow. Let's see if we can make this happen. So again, with my towel, we're going to wash this one more time. Simple and easy. Little bit of water, and I'm holding my towel up so that I don't accidentally spray into my jar, since this is just tap water that I'm using. Do I know when board erasers will be back in stock? I don't, Lori, and I'm super, super, super sad that they're out of stock right now. I even forgot that they were out of stock right now. Yeah. They never ever should be, in my opinion. But it does happen from time to time. That's why I would say stock up on board erasers when you can. Grab yourself a couple extra packs. You can also, if you don't have any board erasers and you need one, you can get similar items on Amazon. I hate to say this, but you can. You just look for neoprene sponge. Neoprene sponges. But on Amazon, you're probably going to be forced to buy 25 to 30 at a time, because that's just how it is. They're so cheap that they would come in a box of like 25 to 30. I use my board erasers until it's really tattered and barely. I do too, Pam. I use my board erasers for my transfers, and once they get thin, then I will actually start to use them to wash the baseboards in my house. And other things. The railing going down my stairs, things like that. I will use them until they literally fall apart. I love the board erasers. They're out of stock. It seems to be that way. I think it's hard for them to gauge how many to order. I know, it's like McDonald's being out of burgers. I agree. It's something we should never, ever run out of. I completely agree with that. Okay, we've got this one ready to go, but Willow's hair decided to jump in there. And for this last one here, we're going to use, slide him back up again. Right there, press down really well. Get all of those air bubbles out that we possibly can. And we're going to use, so just Dawn dish soap doesn't do the trick. Dawn dish soap and a board eraser together works miracles. But just Dawn dish soap, I have not been able to have that much success with just dish soap and a towel. All right, we're going to use Dune for our scarecrow face, okay? So again, going from the transfer part where the teal is and working my way toward the edge of the board, because there's nothing holding it down over here. So if you guys are doing workshops, you don't even have to I don't have a link to the ones on Amazon. No, I don't. If you're doing workshops and you're making a whole bunch of these at one time, you don't even have to wash it in between each one. You only have to do that if you're changing the color. But if you were doing, let's say, 5 snowmen, you could just go transfer right over to the next one and keep going with the transfers. Yeah, right, Pam, you have to do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. I feel like these two colors are very close together, but I also feel like the 3 colors together are going to make a really, really, really cute set. All right, let's get these all dried up. I didn't spray that, did I? All right, let's start off with our cute, hi Deb. You guys say hi when you jump on and type Frosty in the comments. That's going to get you the supply list for all the stuff we're using tonight to make these. Let's start off with our Gingy. This is the one that I made last year. They did change the face up on this guy a little bit though. So it's not quite the same as what it was. But this is the little face for him. And then we've also got a face for our snowman. Now, I know I want to use this right here for my scarecrow, but I think, actually, you guys, let's just leave this all together. Let's do the scarf for our Gingy as well. So I'm just going to leave these 2 pieces right there together. Hi, Carol. So just like that, cutting out the pieces that I need, leaving the ones that I don't. And I believe, we'll see when we lay it down, if these are in fact lined up. Hi. Hello, Bunny. For Gingy, I used camel. Hi, Dottie. Did I just see? How are you doing? No, Mr. Clean Magic erasers have got chemicals. All right, so before I go on to my next step, which I almost did in a hurry, we're going to add a little bit more surface wax right to the top of our Gingy here. And between each step, you're going to add more surface wax and you're going to buff, okay? That's just going to protect your transfer from pulling up on that layer. Hi, Joanne. Had my friend's boys today. They wore me out. A set of 7-year-old twins and a 6-year-old. Oh my gosh, homeschool boy. Whew. Oh, you guys, it does line up. Sweet. That's super exciting. Oh my goodness. All right, now I don't have the right color out that I want for my Gingy here. I already know that I don't. I want some red. I want him to have a red scarf, you guys. Ooh. Yeah, let's just go with red. I had to think about it for a second what I wanted to do here. But I don't have my red out. Candy apple will work. I think that this might be out of stock, but we're going to go with it anyway. Because it's a red. All right. She's a wheats. I don't have any of this color out either. You guys, I'm pulling a bunch of colors that are not in the cart link. Because I forgot them. So we're going to use black velvet for the eyes and the mouth. A little bit of peachy keen here for the cheeks. And then red for the scarf. And see how that turns out, okay? So peachy keen on the cheeks. Just like so. Layla, you should have gotten an email. Or you can go to Designer HQ. And there's going to be a link in Designer HQ. If you're a designer, then you should be in Designer HQ. That's the red. I'm not ready for that one yet. I wanted black. What am I doing? All right, black velvet for the eyes and the mouth. So I just got a mini squeegee that I cut in half to make it smaller and easier to work with. And once I got those done, I'm going to go ahead and do what we call a paste and pull, where I pull that up immediately to relieve that paste, okay? And then I can just lay it right back down and let it just kind of dangle there. And then we can do our Gingie's scarf in the red. I'm glad that those lined up the way that they did. And again, going over it to get rid of all of that excess, all those lines that are in there, so we get this perfect transfer every time. Can you remind me when the live is coming to an end, and then I'll pull it out and show it, but I don't want to stop right in the middle of what I'm doing and let my paste dry in here. So here we go, you guys. Oh, look how cute he is! We're still going to decorate this up a little bit more, but I think that the Gingie is so adorable. A cute little, look at how cute that is, you guys. He's so cute. The cutest little Gingie. All right, I'm going to spray that down. And we're going to get our snowman done next, okay? And we'll add a little bit of embellishments to all of them at the end, just to finish them up. How stinking easy are these, right? If you've got grandkids, these would be a fantastic, cute little gift that they can make for their parents for Christmas, right? Or a teacher gift or anything like that. You can sit them down, you guys can all craft together and make a whole holiday family event out of it. They're so stinking cute. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our snowman face next. That's this one here. At the top. The surfaces are from the Hobby Lobby. The Hobby Lobby has them. And again, adding a little bit of some surface wax on here on top of that white so this doesn't over stick to that, and buffing that back off. And then using a fuzzing cloth to pick up some lint on there to reduce that stickiness just a little bit. So with this one we're going to do right there. Black velvet for the eyes and the mouth. Thank you so much, Pam. And I'm going to use papaya for the nose. Papaya is my favorite orange for carrot stuff. But we do have another orange that's newer this year, and I like that one as well. So here we go. Frosty is the keyword, you guys. Type Frosty in for the link to all of this stuff. Hobby Lobby for the little cutting boards, if you can find them. They would be super cute on the tree as ornaments. You're right about that. You could make them and put like on your bow even as an extra little gift. Going to Vegas and you'll go to Hobby Lobby. Awesome. Oh, I'm probably going to need that papaya again. All right, you guys, here's our snowman face. And I love that I don't have to, I love that I don't have to think about where my eyeballs go and actually draw anything on there. I can't draw faces, you guys. I can't. My eyes are always lopsided. My nose is never in the right spot. The mouth is always up too high, and it always looks funky. It always looks funky when I try to draw a face. So I love that with these transfers, it makes it so easy for me. And they turn out perfect every single time. All right. So now we need something else for our snowman here because he's still a little bit too plain, I think. So on our snowman, we're going to give him some buttons going down. We've got little buttons here. I'm going to go ahead and leave this whole section here together, though. This would be kind of like an accessory section, if you will, where it's got your holly. Glass ornaments would be awesome to put the faces on, too. Yeah. This little section has got holly. It's got the little squiggly lines for the gingerbread man. It's got the buttons going down. And there's even a stash, you guys. You could put a mustache on here. Let's say you've got like, oh, I don't know, a baby shower or a birthday party or something to go to where mustaches are like the part of the theme. You could totally make little boards with mustaches on them. So stinking cute. All right, so we're going to give this guy a couple of little buttons here going down. And it's probably just going to be like 1.5. Let's see if I can line this up right. I'm going to angle them slightly because his face and his body seem to be angled. Yeah, buddy! They're so stinking cute! I love this transfer. I feel like I could use this all day, every day. It's so adorable. One more thing that I want to put on our snowman here, and that is right here. There are some earmuffs. You guys, at least I think that those are earmuffs. They're either earmuffs or headphones. This transfer is called Gingerbread Friends. Gingerbread Friends. And it's so much fun. So many pieces you can do. You can put sunglasses on them. We're going to give our snowman some earmuffs. So before I do that, I do want to make sure that everything here is completely dry. And we're once again going to go over this with surface wax. Now, you guys, what color should his earmuffs be? Should we stick with the black? Oh, no, Carol, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Should we stick with black for earmuffs? Yes, we should. Okay, and I know why. I know why, and it's because of our embellishments that we're going to do. All right, let's throw a little bit more surface wax on here again. And I'm not even picking up more on my little waxing pad here, you guys. I'm just using what's on here. And another buff. Black, you guys. It's going to be black. They're going to be black earmuffs. Definitely you want this one for sure. We're going to go with black just because of the embellishments. Oh, no! Okay, so listen here. I have a little bit of an issue, but it's not anything that I can't overcome. Okay? So here's the thing. I should have done the nose after I did the earmuffs. Because now if I chalk the earmuffs, they're going to be over top of his nose and it's going to look funny. But I can chalk around his nose and it's still going to look like it goes behind it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to grab a smaller squeegee here. I also get these at the Hobby Lobby, you guys. I'm going to pick up a little bit of black. And I'm just going to go as close to his nose as I possibly can. If I would have thought about my layers a little bit more in advance, I would have done the nose after I did the earmuffs. And kind of figured out where they did. Oh, Carol, I don't know what's going on. I have done everything I possibly can to try to combat the freezing situation, but it doesn't happen to everybody at the same time. So I don't know what else to do. I even tried to get a new internet provider. All right, there we go. I'm just going to use that same little brush here and just go around the rest of it. But because I went around his nose, these ones here are in the cake decorating section. No, these ones I got from Amazon. The smaller ones that I've got are from the cake decorating section. You could mask off the nose too if you wanted to do that. You could put a piece of tape over it. Absolutely. But cake decorating section, or you can find these in the hobby with the, oh my gosh, the cars have got those as well. See, you guys, that worked out just fine going around it. And now he's got these little earmuffs on. I think he's so stinking cute. Oh my gosh, I love our Frosty. I love our little Frosty. All right. So far, you guys, we've got Frosty and we've got Gingy looking so stinking cute, right? Now, let's attempt. Let's see what we can do. Darn it, I don't like when that happens. Let's attempt to do a scarecrow. This one's going to scare me a little bit here. A little bit, okay? So for the scarecrow, we're going to freehand. We're going to see how well we can freehand this. Because I'm not a good painter, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. So I'm going to start off with just a paintbrush with a round end, and I'm going to dip this right into my chalk paste. And just pick up. Can you chalk on top of a napkin? Yes. On top of a napkin that you decoupaged. Yes, you can. I'm scared. Bow or scarf? For this one, we're going to do the vest. For this guy. You know what I should have used instead? My little Dobberdew. Where's my Dobberdew? Is it too big? No, we're going to use a Dobberdew. Because I think this is going to be easier. I am not a good painter. That did not. That almost looks scary. That almost looks scary. Oh no. All right, back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Now he's got way too big of eyes. That's okay. That's okay. If you guys can draw faces, you'd probably make this a little better than mine. But now I decided that I want to change up his eyeballs. Anyhow. We're going to make this work, you guys, and he's going to look fantastic. To use the snowman without the nose? Yes, you could. You could. But now I've already given him some gigantic eyes. And I don't give up quickly. I don't give up fast at all. And I still think he's going to turn out just wonderful. He might be the creepiest ever. But too big and too far apart. We might be able to fix it though. Hold on. Hold on, though. This could be something completely different. And great looking. Trust the process. You guys are going to see right now why I do not draw faces. Why I love... He might be a haunting scarecrow. Why I love the fact that I have transfers for just about every face in the world. But we're going to make this work. We're going to make it work, you guys. Hold, please. Hold, please. Scary. Because we're gonna make it happen. All right. Then we're gonna go in with some of the papaya, and I'm again gonna use the paintbrush, you guys. I'm painting on the face today. I am not a face paint person, but we're gonna make it happen, and we're gonna give him a triangle nose. I think we can still make his eyes look good. I really, really, really do. I have faith in myself. That we can make this happen. And still have an awesome looking scarecrow, you guys. Oh, a ghost would be cute too. Yeah. Now you see those eyes and you're thinking ghost. Absolutely. Okay, it doesn't look so bad right now. Some eyelashes. Okay, we could probably put some eyelashes on there. I actually just got some really, really awesome new little brushes here that I love. And my daughter, I gave her a couple and she loves them too. Don't ask me where these came from because they were a gift sent to me. And they're like little mascara ones. No, because if we put eyelashes on it, then it's not going to look right. Because it's a boy. But we are going to give him a squiggle mouth. Looks like a cute little birdie. We are going to give him a little squiggle mouth. I don't paint. Now it looks like a baby chick. We're going to make it happen and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. Look at that. I got the mouth done and it looks good. All right, let's add some little squiggly things, some little stitching to his nose. And then I think if we add a little bit of white to his eyes, he's going to look just fine. He's going to be like the draw with pencil first, Teresa. That's what professionals do. Not around here, we don't. His eyes are way too big. We're going to fix it. We're going to fix it, you guys. We're going to fix it. Real fast, we're going to fix it. Don't you worry about a thing. These are just, I have no idea where these actually came from, but these were sent to me. And so, I'm using them. It's fine, you guys. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He's going to be just fine. Pointed eyebrows above the eyes, but it's going to be a boy. Then it's going to look like a girl. All right, let's just grab some more white here. And let's add... Look at that, you guys. Once I did the eyes like that, now it looks a lot better. We'll add a little dot, a couple little dots on there. And now he's not so creepy. See, now he's not so creepy, right? Now he's not so creepy. We're good, you guys. We're good. Oh, Lynn, thank you. Put in fine makeup brushes. Lynn sent those to me. She sent me a bunch of them, and they're awesome. Thank you, Lynn. But he's got a cute little button nose. You guys, I think he's cute, and I think he's going to look just like the cutest scarecrow when we're done. Yes, needs a hat, needs a vest, needs all the things. We're not quite done yet. We're not quite done yet. We're going to make him happen. Should we give him some rosy cheeks? Does he need rosy cheeks, you guys? See, he just needed some white in his eyes, so he doesn't look like he's, I don't know, dead? Oh my goodness. He's alive. He's alive. He's alive. Oh, yes, definitely a hat. We need a hat on him. For sure he needs a hat. So we're only going to do the vest here. I don't think we're going to do the bow. You think he's perfect the way he is? No rosy, okay, no rosy cheeks. So we're going to give this guy a cute little papaya vest, okay? Takes away from the straw look. Okay. We're going to give this guy a cute little papaya vest. And apparently I already put my papaya squeegee away. And it's going to match his nose. Hi, Kim! So this will line right up with his shoulders. The hat will define his identity. All right, so he's got a little vest now. Super duper cute looking, I think, so far. But you're right. In order to be a scarecrow, the scarecrow needs a hat. Okay, so let's give this guy a hat. I think we're actually done with all of our chalk paste because we're going to give this guy a real hat. I missed the comment. We're going to give this guy a real hat, okay? So, let's do this. I did not pull out all my stuff here yet, but I know where it's at, so at least there's that. I have got burlap. I have some actual burlap. So let's cut off a piece. I actually have scraps. I have scraps of burlap, you guys. I have little scrap pieces. These are going to be fantastic. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Denise. He looks like a turtle. He looks like a turtle. I'll take it, though. I'll take the turtle. I'll take the turtle. He's going to look like a scarecrow very, very, very soon. Trust the process, y'all. Just trust the process. We're going to glue a hat onto this guy. And he's going to look fantastic. Look at that. We've already got a straight piece of burlap right there that we can use for the brim of the hat. And I'm just trying to figure out let me cut this square. He needs straw too for his hair. I can probably do that. I think I like this. So far, so good, you guys. All right, let's start with the straw raffia then. Let's start there. I'm going to pinch that together just so that I've got it. I definitely have raffia. I have a lot of raffia. That's right here. You love it? It's so cute. Okay, good. I'm glad you love it because I was a little bit scared to experiment with this tonight, but so far he's turning out just great, I think. All right, so let's cut some little bits of raffia here. I don't want to give him too much hair because then he's going to look really funny. You know, at one point in time I had little, there they are, little spatula things so I didn't burn myself. We'll let that stay on there for a minute while it dries. Oh, Carolyn! You guys, thanks so much for all the prayers. I love that you guys all come together for each other. Even when I miss comments and I can't see it, I just know that you guys are always there for each other. And that really makes me happy. At least give him a chin. He's got no chin. He's got no chin. He's got no chin. He's going to have the most, oh, I don't know. Is it Larry or Mo that has a weird haircut? He's going to have the funkiest haircut ever. We'll tuck some more under there after we get it done. All right, Denise, I get it, girl. This is a late night. Again. I didn't expect this one to go this long. Oh, all right, you guys, we've got this part. Here we go. I'm going to put quite a bit of glue down because it's got a couple layers it's got to go through here. We can always trim up any extra if we need to. We've got this piece here that's still a little bit too long. You guys, I think he's cute. And there's still one more thing that I want to do to this guy, though. I don't know. Should we tuck a little bit more? No. That doesn't look right. Oh, but I do have a little piece of some orange fabric here. We can use this just to make a little bitty square patch to go right on that hat. Why not? So I'm just going to fray each end of this, pull out some of these strings, and then I can kind of cut it up. You guys, I still think that it's adorable. Put some mafia wear. Now he's looking like a scarecrow, you guys. I think he's cute. I think he's super cute. I love him. I don't think I want to do anymore. I think he's cute. He's not scary like I thought he was going to be scary. All right, so for... He's adorable. You guys, I did it. All right, Carol, thanks for watching, girl. All right, let's go ahead. And for these other ones, you guys, I'm just going to take a little bit of some ribbon and just tie a ribbon on here. I can send them to you, Cassie. I think he's cute. I have no doubt he would sell at a market, you guys. No doubt in my mind he would sell at a market. Somebody would be like, that is definitely handmade. That's how that would go. Definitely. Don't try to tell me that's not hand painted. That's hand painted. I still love him. Now my bow won't sit right on here. All right. We're going to do that bow there. Thank you so much for the stars. Where is my black? Where's my black, you guys? Oh, there it is, right there. For our snowman. We're just going to add some black ribbon, you guys, because it's simple and easy, and everybody loves the black ribbon. Oh, I cut it too small, I think, though. Oh, well. One has a bow, one has a knot. And I can always add like a snowflake or something right in the middle of that. I don't know. But you guys, there we have it. I'm I'm calling it good. I think this was a fantastic project from last year. And I still think that I pulled it off for this year. I'm not great at painting faces. But if you are, you could totally make this into a great scarecrow. And we have got, look at the cutest little charcuterie boards, you guys. Look at that set. Aren't they adorable? You love the scarecrow especially? He's cute. I think he's super cute. All right, you guys. That's our project for tonight. Again, I'm Laura with Chocolate to Chocolate Designs. If you're new to my page and you're watching for the first time and you want to get supplies to be able to recreate this yourself, but you want a really, really great discount on them all, join our perks community. You get 30% off your orders all day, every day. It's $20 a month, and every single month when you pay that $20, you get $20 back to spend on the site in product. So it's basically a wash as long as you're placing an order every month. And it's just the best way to go. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, send me a message. Let me know, and I'll get back with you as quickly as I can. I'm pretty wore out tonight, though, you guys. Again, I'm not feeling all that well. So I'll be back again tomorrow, hopefully. I think I will be, unless this gets worse. But you guys, there's our project. There it is. Our cute little project for tonight. I think they're so adorable. The turtle crow. Our little turtle crow. You like Frosty? Frosty is the keyword for tonight. I think, no. Yeah, I think that was it. We'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, everybody.